questions from the comment section from a guy named John Public. I thought I'd answer them. Here we go. Number one. What action figure line is your all-time favorite? It's got to be G.I. Joe. I got the most, out of everything I got the most stuff is G.I. Joe. I almost never stopped following the figure line from when it first came out all the way up to now. I stopped heavily collecting it, probably like 88, 89, but I had, well, this kind of fits into question number 2 you have here. Which line did you collect most of as a kid? That's still G.I. Joe. I had like maybe 2/3 of every figure, and probably half of every vehicle from 82 to probably 88, 89. How many figures and play sets from that line? That's question. That's part 3. What was your favorite figure, vehicle, and play set from it? It's got to be the original version of Snake Eyes, 82, 83. Vehicle, I'm going to say the Whale. I still have it. I still have almost all the I have every figure I had from back in the day except for ones I lost on the beach. None of them got thrown out. None of the vehicles got thrown out. I don't display any of my vehicles in my action figure shelves because they take up too much space. Oh, and playset, that had to be the original Headquarters. Love that. What are some of your least favorite action figure lines? I don't really collect stuff I don't like, but except for maybe the G.I. Joe 25th, because they had a new version of Snake Eyes. Gotta have it. And they had like 85 Snake Eyes, and they had 88 Snake Eyes, or 89, whatever that was. Had to have them all. I didn't really love any of those figures, but I still bought them. Number 4. What are your brief thoughts on Last Jedi and Han Solo movies? I think the internet poisoned me on Last Jedi. I was there opening night. You look, I still have the video of the opening night crowd reaction. Everybody's clapping and stuff. I had fun that night, even though the theater was too crowded and it was a little too rowdy. Got me kind of pissed off because I got stuck way up front. But after all the commentaries those videos got me thinking about stuff. It's like, alright, what was purple-headed lady cutting the big ship in half for? Why couldn't it have been Akbar? And I guess I was pissed when Akbar died in the beginning. It was just like randomly. It's a shitty death. There's lots of shitty deaths in Star Wars. Boba Fett, come on. And then, Han Solo, I'm actually excited because you saw my videos of all the Han Solo figures, but I'm not expecting a great movie. Even if it's, I'll be happy if it's even a bad movie, because how many YouTube videos have I watched on Last Jedi? People just like ripping it apart. That was fun. That's giving me hours and hours of enjoyment for the 2 hours I spent in the theater. If it's a bad movie, we still have to discuss it. That's the thing. We have to discuss it way too much. Number 5, what's your job? Well, I used to work at Toys R Us. Sad. They're out of business. I still work in retail. Specifically, I don't think I should say. I say some salty shit on here, and sometimes I even trash being at my job and stuff, and I don't want that getting back to HR. Are you married? Have been married? Girlfriend, kids? Are any of them into retro toys? Wow, you really wanting to get into my life here. Nobody, not a friend, not a family member, nobody's into these vintage toys, and they think I'm like nuts for it. As far as married, no. I don't have any kids either. Girlfriend, not right now. Maybe get a tripod. It would be easier for recording. I had to just delete a video because everybody was complaining that there was no sound because I recorded it on my laptop. Yeah, that sucked. So maybe I should. Well, thank you. It says keep up the good work. So. My all-time favorite figure, though, was that Mego Pocket Heroes Batman, and I lost him on a beach like I lost all my favorite stuff. If you were one of my favorite figures, you were doomed. Something bad was happening to you. But as the full action figure line would have to be G.I. Joe. I didn't really get the Pocket Heroes. I only had Batman and Robin and Spider-Man back in the day. That's what I've been collecting the most. That's my favorite thing to collect now. Um, Maybe Voltron too. I did a couple of GI Joe videos, but that didn't get a whole lot of interest on my YouTube channel, so I kind of stopped making them. Plus, there's a million of them out there. I try and go for the really rare stuff. GI Joe 25th action figures. They all got really long legs and ugly face sculpts, and they just have a lot of it has like no charm. I don't know. I don't like it. Yet I have probably like 20 of those figures, so still bought them. Every time I saw one in Stop and Shop in the little toy section, I ended up buying one along with frozen pizza, so whatever. Actually, action figures, favorite lines, I gotta write this down. Let's see, we start with G.I. Joe, and then anything Batman related, really. But my favorite action figures were Batman Pocket Hero, so childhood then, I don't know, we're gonna go all time. We're gonna go Mego superhero stuff. G.I. Joe Mego superhero stuff. Then G1 Transformers. I don't really like the new stuff. That's another under hate stuff. Then we'll do Star Wars. Only the vintage. Then I liked Mask. I gave away the entire collection back in the day. The LJN WWF Bendies. I loved those. Gave those away too. And of course Voltron. But that was a fad. It only lasted with me about a year and a half. I was on to other stuff. G.I. Joe the whole time. Transformers the whole time. Star Wars, I was with it until, I don't remember that 85 series, Power of the Force back then, but 95, I was back on the train, Star Wars. So that's probably my favorite. Let's do this. We got the original G.I. Joe, Mego, World's Greatest Superheroes, Pocket Heroes, Comic Action Heroes, the whole set. G1 Transformers, Vintage Kenner Star Wars, Mask, LJN WWF Bendies, not the big ones, they sucked. Voltron. I think that was about it. I mean, there's a million other things. I've made videos of them, but those are the ones that stick out. Oh, we forgot GoBots. Shit. Alright, I love everything old.